Alright. Hi everyone, welcome to Shelf Control. I'm Norm, and this video is just going to be a short one. I thought I would do a first impressions of Frosthaven and tell you what I think of it so far and what we've been doing with it. So, full disclosure, we haven't even played Frosthaven yet. We opened the box. I boxed up the minifigs and sent them off to get painted, because that's what we did with the original Gloomhaven, and it was a lot of fun to play with the painted figures. So other than that, we haven't delved into this box. But that doesn't mean that I haven't been using it. So the title of the video is a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Does Frosthaven replace all these games? So I'll go into a little bit of talk of how I've been using the Frosthaven box. So for example, with Ticket to Ride, I got some new 1910 cards, because the old ones have gotten so much use over time at different play groups and stuff. And so this time I decided I was going to sleeve the cards so they would last longer. And we might go into a video about whether or not sleeving is a thing to do or not. There's people who are avid non-sleevers. I'm pretty much an avid sleever for any cards that get handled or shuffled for a while, because as the old 1910 cards are proof, they get beat up and sticky and not a whole lot of fun to use. And I got tired of replacing card sets, and it's fine for Ticket to Ride for you to be able to replace those on a regular basis, but some games you just can't get replacement cards for. So anyways, all of that to say, when I first sleeve cards, especially a deck of cards, I'll set them here, they increase the height of the cards, and they can be difficult to stack, and they take up a lot of space, especially when you first sleeve them. So what I would do is, after I sleeve the cards, I'll set them out into about equal stacks. Let's see if I got equal stacks here. Can use a little bit more. I'll set them into equal stacks. And I've already done this to these cards, so it's not that important. But then, in the old days, I would take a stack of board games and set them on top of the cards like this. And then I would just slowly add more and more games to the stack. Get my face in here. Add more and more games to the stack, basically to just squish the air out of the sleeves. And I found that after that, they stack really, really well, and they don't get that air back in when they're done. And so I would stack up a whole bunch of games, and it's a little bit tricky when you're putting the first box on there to get it lined up just right. And so then as you're adding more and more games to the stack, you might have to shift them around to get that balance right, to get it to sit nice and securely on the cards. And so I would just take a bunch of my heaviest games and stack them on top of the cards and let them sit. And then voila, the cards are now taking up less space, and so you can set them next to the game board and they don't flop over. That's how I used to do it until I got Frosthaven. Now with Frosthaven, you just pick up this box and just set them down on top of the cards, and it does the job all by itself. So that's one of the ways that I've been using Frosthaven. Along those lines, since we've got Scythe out here, we might as well take a look at it. So Scythe is a game we got a while ago, and we've been enjoying our plays of it, and we'll be doing a review of it shortly. But it has these dual layer boards that have a pretty bad bow in them. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but dual layer boards tend to get a sag in them, and they have some problems sitting flat. These aren't as bad as they used to be, because again, I would take them, put them face down, and stack a bunch of games on top of them, and let them sit for a while the humidity levels equalize, and hopefully they'll stay flat. So again, I would stack a bunch of these games on top, leave them there for a few days while the moisture levels in the cardboard equalized with the moisture levels in our house, and then we would have some flatter boards. So, but just like in all those other cases, stacking up all those games has been replaced with Frosthaven. You just put Frosthaven on top of those and flatten them down and leave them there for a while. So, is Frosthaven a perfect replacement? I don't know, because I've been flattening these for a while, multiple times. After we'll play, I'll set them back out and I'll set Frosthaven on it, and they still have a little bit of bow. So in that regards, that might be one little ping against Frosthaven, is that it doesn't flatten the Scythe boards. So we'll see how that affects the review once we do that. So, but that's a minor thing, and it might be a Scythe thing and not a Frosthaven thing. We'll have to see. Another way that I've been getting good use out of Frosthaven since I got it is for boxes. I actually found at a thrift store a copy of the first edition of Twilight Imperium, which Twilight Imperium 3rd edition is the game that triggered this whole board game hobby. And the price was amazing, and it has expansions in it, and so I picked it up. But the box apparently had something sitting on it, and so it sagged really, really, really bad. So what I thought I would try when I was setting it down and messing with Scythe, I found that Scythe, the box fits in there pretty good. Got it up to the corners, had it sitting on the table, and then I put Frosthaven on top of it to help press that bow out. So it's not gone completely, but it's a lot better than it was, and I'm happy with the results. This will be a little memory lane novelty keepsake kind of thing. When I got it, I thought that I'd want to do a playthrough review of it to see how it compares. But when I got it home and opened it up, it hasn't been unpunched. So I'll probably leave it in that state as my collector's piece, unless there's a big request for a comparison of this. Maybe if I can find a second edition, since I have third and fourth. Anyways, maybe if there's an interest, I have a number of games that I had picked up at thrift stores and what have you, kind of some neat finds, and if people are interested, I could go do a video series just sharing some of those. So anyways, that's how I've been getting the use out of Frosthaven. And as you can tell from me breathing a little bit heavy, picking this up and setting it down is a chore in itself. So maybe that's even a fourth use of Frosthaven. It's a good workout, just moving it from table to table as you're flattening cards, boards, boxes, and moving it to a table for filming. You get a good workout out of that, going up and down the stairs with it. It's a really great workout. So again, tongue-in-cheek, does Frosthaven replace all of these games? So for me, absolutely. One box of Frosthaven does what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of other games can do. But that's just an opinion piece. That's not scientific. So that's why I have the scale out here. So let's try it out. So we'll turn it on. It's set to pounds, ounces. The Frosthaven box is 31 pounds, 3.4 ounces. So 31 pounds, basically. Let's see what happens with all of these. Arc Nova is a little bit longer. We'll put it there. Stack these up. And take it to ride at the end, and we have 33 pounds, 2.8 ounces. So there you have it. The science has come in with its reply, and I guess the answer is scientifically no. Frosthaven does not replace all of these games. These games are 2 pounds heavier than Frosthaven. But it's a whole lot easier to get a box of Frosthaven on top of something you want to flatten than it is 6 boxes of games. So it's up to you. You need to make that decision for yourself. Would you rather stack up a big pile of games or 1 box of Frosthaven? So that's it for this video. Will there be a game that comes out that replaces Frosthaven? That will be interesting. The scale will tell. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like what we do, thumbs up, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps out our channel. Leave a comment as to what you'd like to see, whether you'd like to see some thrift store finds or some more talk about different issues. And we're working on getting some more gameplays in to do some reviews. And so we'll see you when those come out. Bye.